If you could indulge me, if I could just share this with you. This old man who's walking along on the beach one day, and it's after a storm. In the distance, he sees a figure moving like a dancer. And as he approaches this figure, he notices there's a little girl. This little girl's bending over, she's picking up a starfish and she's tossing it into the sea. And the old man turns to the little girl and says, "Young lady, what are you doing?" And the little girl answers politely, "The sun is out, the tide is gone, and if I do not take them and throw them back into the ocean, they will surely die." And the old man, cynically, like society, says, "There are miles and miles of beach and thousands of starfish. You cannot possibly make a difference." The little girl listens again very politely, bends over once again, picks up another starfish and tosses it into the sea. And she said it made a difference to that one. My name is Gary Liu. I'm 29 this year. Late 2011, I, together with a bunch of friends, formed what is now known as Street Feeders. Alright guys, hey, thank you all for coming. I know it's been a while since we've been back on the streets. We're going to make friends. I want you guys to be the ear that listens to them as if they're your friends and families, because they are our people after all, right? They are Malaysians. And we have to show them the hospitality that Malaysians are known for around the world. But again, thanks guys for coming back. The Street Friends is just a nice way of calling the homeless people. So to my understanding, the months leading up to the SEA Games and then thereafter the Para Games, the municipal council, I guess they didn't want the whole idea of the city looking like it's in poverty. I get it, homelessness in every country is never a good thing. As much as the city is progressing, there's always that flip side where you're not taking care of your people, of your own countrymen. Chris, the clothes man, you want to offer my friends some clothes? Sweet. Ultimately, they only designated feeding spots in 2 areas in the city, and then they said to every NGO you have to go there and feed, and if you don't, you potentially get fined. On top of that, they did continuous raids where they rounded up hundreds and hundreds of street friends and they put them into a camp that is far away that they cannot walk back. They did that for months while the games were going on. It's not the same. The heartbeat is missing, the people are missing. Didn't exactly agree, but the only part I could do is to just fight that my street friends has their basic dignity and their humanity was looked after in the whole process of all this.
Pada pengunjung dari Malaysia, selamat datang ke Melaka.
So Street Feeders in Malacca has been about 2 years now. Where is it in the larger scheme of plans? I believe like Malacca, it's a community that's very different from a lot of metropolitan cities back in KL, for example. And we wanted to explore what urban poverty is like here.
Hi guys, my name is Dinesh, I'm 19. I'm studying law over in MMU University. So Malacca street feeding hasn't been active since April last year. There was only one feeding that happened. Since I'm coming to Malacca, I decided to revive the street feeding all over again. We're here in Stroman tonight. I come here maybe once a month. We're feeding 44 homeless and urban poor tonight. It's great because we have Dinesh from Malacca and we have Dylan from my KL team here tonight. So tonight's going to be pretty fun. Night of Heroes.
Our project is not completely homeless. It has 3 criteria. You must be hungry, you must be homeless, and you must have no income at all. These are the people that we look for and we feed. We cannot feed the whole world, but we try the best, poorest of the poorest, we start.
I don't sleep anymore. I think that's a given. One of my recent trips, I was in Singapore, and around me was my friends. They were married, pregnant, had kids, in a relationship. And yeah, I was looking to myself as I was just downing as much alcohol as I humanly could, asking myself, is it worth it? So Khairul was someone that we met on the streets. He lived in the underground community that doesn't exist anymore because of the River of Life project. I got word that their belongings were being burned by so-called unknown authorities, and to me that was just devastating. There was a 9-month-old baby named Akil. Ultimately, we did everything we could. Their basic supplies, their food, their clothes, getting them a stable job, housing, all in the span of maybe 1.5, maybe 2 months since the fire incident. And this was about the same time the games was happening, which made it worse because I knew they were being rounded up. We got him a job as a dishwasher, was I think 1,008. And his direct response was, I don't want it. This is a job for foreigners. And those are very small things that I guess hurt me because we gave so much and yet it wasn't enough.
There are jobs, but our people are sometimes too picky. They don't want to do any kind of job to survive. So there they go homeless or foodless or whatever it is. You should have some self-respect and dignity. Then you will not go and look for food over here. I'm Jeline. I'm 63, going on 64. A doctor who happened to be my daughter's friend. They're always going at night to feed the poor. So I thought, okay, let me go and see what they're doing. The only people I thought really needed it was very old people. Maybe they don't have anybody. Other than that, 3/4 of the people I saw didn't need the food. Security guard. People were walking just up and down. We were just handing out to them. The food was not wasted, but maybe that's why I wrote that article. The Star paper did write to me and say that somebody wants to talk to you and can I give your telephone number? I said, yeah, sure, why not? And after that, they put me up in a group chat and they have been lashing me with so many words they used. I expected it anyway. They felt bad that their work is being written up in such a bad light. I might think they are misguided. I mean, there are lots of them doing lots of good work, but probably they should just step back and think, why are we going out and feeding people? Over time, I'm sure they will also realize we actually are encouraging laziness among our Malaysians.
Ini cerita Pak Cik sebagai seorang gelandangan di Kuala Lumpur. Sebenarnya semua orang tak suka hidup macam Pak Cik ni, tapi ini tak ada pilihan. Kita terpaksa hidup seperti ini. Bagi diri Pak Cik pula, Pak Cik ni dulu pernah kerja yang bagus lah. Tapi pasal Pak Cik bermasalah dengan tunang Pak Cik, saya dah anggap bila putus kasih ni, saya rasa hidup ni dah tak ada makna apa-apa. Kerja pun kerja yang angkat barang dari lori, kerja gaji hari lah, kerja yang tak ada jaminan masa depan. Dah 40 tahun dah. Jadi kita pun tak fikir nak ada rumah. Masa tu muda, kita boleh tidur mana-mana, kaki lima ke, dalam lori ke, dalam bas ke, kita boleh tidur. Satu peringkat nanti bila kita dah tua, tenaga kita dah tak kuat, barulah kita terasa sebenarnya tak ada persediaan masa tua. 20 tahun dulu, DBK tak kacau kita. Baru-baru ni nampak dia aggressively, dia chase us out lah. Tapi itu tak apalah. Yang penting, hidup jadi gelandangan ni memang hidup yang amat mencabar, amat susah. You bayangkan kalau you sakit, siapa nak ambil tahu you punya diri you? Kalau saya mati pun kadang-kadang mungkin mati tepi jalan saja. Our friend Mr. Gary, he is genuinely interested in taking care, in helping the homeless people in KL. You know, trying to help by whatever means we can. But somehow the fruit of the result of this effort is, I consider, unsatisfactory. Their soul, spirit damaged. It's not easy work to cure these people. They don't have future. They are the one who have thrown off their life. I almost say it's quite impossible. for the old people who are still, particularly the young one, this is very, 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 very important. In life, especially in this modern life, in the most challenging life, you don't expect government, friends, expect relatives, don't expect anyone to help you, but you must help yourself. I wish you take this advice from me seriously.
So today KL's a bitch. Maybe next year it could be another city. But it doesn't stop. You just keep going. You keep finding new ways to enrich people's life. Today it might be a food ban, tomorrow it might be something else they're not happy about. But it only pushes you to make you stronger. It's kind of like the saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It's the same thing, I guess, you know? Do something, start today. Be the change you want to see in this world. It doesn't matter if it's just one person or 100 or thousands of people. You know, you could touch millions of people's lives and the world will never be the same again because you came this way. So don't let anyone steal your dreams.